Both Red Bull and McLaren head into the Italian Grand Prix facing crucial questions that could ultimately determine the outcome of both Formula One championships. The twists and turns at Zandvoort highlighted McLaren's dominance over the weekend, but Monza presents a vastly different challenge. What can we expect from this unique circuit, and what must each team focus on to succeed? After Zandvoort, where McLaren seemed untouchable, it's easy to fall into the trap of recency bias and assume that Red Bull and Max Verstappen have fallen behind in the championship race. However, this assumption overlooks the complexities of the season. Red Bull's RB20 was still the quickest car at Spa, and if it hadn't been for an engine failure earlier in the year, Verstappen would have comfortably secured victory in the final race before the summer break. The overarching narrative suggests that McLaren is on the rise while Red Bull is struggling, but it's important to recognize that there are still circumstances where Red Bull can outperform. This weekend at Monza might just be one of those occasions. Red Bull's superior aerodynamic efficiency was evident during Verstappen's dominant qualifying performance at Spa. If not for a grid penalty, that efficiency would have been key to a race victory, and it will undoubtedly play a role again at Monza. Although every team will be pushing the limits of their low downforce packages, Red Bull's advantage in this area could prove decisive. On the other hand, McLaren has been making strides with its own aerodynamic efficiency. Monza will be a significant test to see how effective these improvements are under extreme conditions. Last season, McLaren struggled at Monza, but the team has made substantial progress since then. As McLaren team principal Andrea Stella noted, the team is continually working on upgrades to ensure they have Zandvoort-level performance across all circuits. Stella acknowledged that while the current car configuration is competitive, it might not be enough to dominate every race, which is why more upgrades are planned before the season's end. The unique conditions at Zandvoort also provided Red Bull with valuable insights, despite the team's uncharacteristic performance. Verstappen chose to run the start of season floor, while Sergio Perez opted for a newer version, which the team estimated to be slightly faster. This experiment highlights some uncertainty in Red Bull's development direction, but the data gathered will be instrumental in refining the RB20 and shaping the RB21 for next year. As the teams head to Monza, the stakes are high for Red Bull. While the team may not have time to implement any game-changing upgrades, getting both cars back to the same specification, likely using the floor Perez used at Zandvoort, will be crucial. Monza's layout and conditions, though different from Zandvoort, could play to Red Bull's strengths, especially with Verstappen's talent behind the wheel. This combination could put Red Bull back in strong contention for victory. However, McLaren's challenge at the start of races remains a concern. Lando Norris, for example, lost the lead to Verstappen at the start of the Dutch GP, a scenario that has repeated multiple times this season. McLaren's start performance, particularly in the critical second phase, has been a recurring issue. Stella has identified this as a priority for the team, and it's something McLaren needs to address if they are to maintain their competitive edge. While Norris faces a daunting 70-point gap to Verstappen, McLaren's Zandvoort-like pace could help close that gap if they can consistently outpace Red Bull. Moreover, Oscar Piastri's role will be crucial in this battle. If Piastri can continue to perform at a high level and take points off Verstappen, it could bolster McLaren's championship hopes. The championship battle isn't just about Red Bull and McLaren. Mercedes and Ferrari also play a significant role in the points battle. Both teams have disrupted podium finishes this season, and their performances will continue to influence the championship outcome. At Zandvoort, Ferrari unexpectedly took points off both McLaren and Red Bull with their strong race pace, while Mercedes also posed a threat before suffering from tyre degradation. The Italian Grand Prix at Monza represents a pivotal moment in the season. While McLaren has shown they can dominate under the right conditions, Red Bull's strength should not be underestimated, especially at a circuit that could play to their aerodynamic advantages. The performance of both teams will be critical, but the roles of Mercedes and Ferrari cannot be ignored. As the championship battle intensifies, the outcome of this weekend could have far-reaching implications for the rest of the season. The stage is set for a thrilling showdown at Monza, with every team eager to prove their mettle.
Thanks for watching Papaya Fanatics. If you enjoyed this deep dive into McLaren and F1 latest updates, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss out on our next video, packed with all things McLaren, F1, and more. We're building a community here, and your support means the world to us. So drop a comment below, let us know your thoughts, and share this video with fellow McLaren fans. Together, we can keep the papaya spirit alive. Until next time, stay fast, stay passionate, and keep cheering for McLaren.